Hello and welcome to Saturday. We're gonna do things a little slightly out of order. Um, on Monday, so the day after you're gonna be seeing this video, I'll be releasing a review of Now That's What I Call Music Volume 420. I know it's a ridiculous name, but trust me, this EP is great. It's actually a split EP, and this is the first time I'm actually using that term, and it's really unique. A split is a EP or an album where the artist on it will split up their tracks. So this one features tracks from Mom Jeans, Prince Daddy and the Hyena, and Pictures of Vernon. I never know how to stylize their name because they use a lowercase the in this one. I don't know. I guess I'll use the lowercase the in the review. Either way, yeah, I haven't published this fully yet, so as soon as I'm done recording this, I'll get to publishing and editing. But I did the basic write-up for this, and we'll be talking about the album. So, now that's what I call music volume 420. This is basically an excuse to talk about one of my favorite bands, Prince Daddy and the Hyena. This is their EP Adult Summers, and I'll be it's one of my favorite EPs. I'll probably leave a link to the full write-up. I'll link to this in the full write-up later. But again, one of my favorite EPs, and it's a lot of fun listening to this one. I actually had the guy who played the glockenspiel in Hidden Track on this reach out to me the other day, which is wild. So we'll talk more about that in the near future. But yeah, Prince Daddy and Hyena, such a really fun band, and they are starting this EP split off with Thrashville 1 out of 3. They released an EP. Well, they made an EP called Thrashville, which has 3 songs on it: Thrashville 1/3, Thrashville 2/3, and Thrashville 3/3. 1 and 2 are on this EP, and the third one will be coming out eventually, who knows when. But let's talk about that a bit later. For now, let's talk about the first song on that EP, on this split as well. Thrashville 1/3. It's a Prince Daddy songs on this record are out of this world. 1/3 is a song about just smoking weed and having kind of intrusive thoughts. The Corey's vocals, the lead singer Cornelius, his vocals are so good. They're like, I cannot say enough of this. The guitars on this one are incredible as well. It's so good. Insanely good stuff. Second up is Pictures of Vernon, which I'm not too familiar with. They're okay, but I do think of the 2 of the 3 bands they're the weakest on this record, which is the drummer from Pictures of Vernon replaced the drummer of Prince Daddy and the Hyena back in 2017. So that's cool to know. But their song "The Sunshine Bus," which is the second track on this, it's about being kind of nostalgic for experiencing things as you did in your youth. And it kind of hits all the same notes that Prince Daddy and Hyena did with Thrashville 1/3, but doesn't hit them as hard as Prince Daddy. It's fine. It's still a good song. I might be the weakest one on this record now that I think about it, but what can you do? Next up, Yikes by Mom Jeans, parentheses, Daddy Wants Wings. It's a very typical Mom Jeans song. It's the longest one on here, clocking in over 5 minutes. But it sounds just like their debut album, Best Buds, which I happen to have right here. Thank you. Yeah, this is their debut album, Mom Jeans. We'll be talking about this in just a second as well, and I might review this one of these days, but not anytime soonish. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, it's huge focus on guitars here, as with most Mom Jeans. Very acoustic. It's a bit long for my taste, but what can you do? They're talking about depression in this song, as I feel like most Mom Jeans songs are like, but Next up, Thrashville 2/3 by my band Prince Daddy and Hyena. So each band got 2 songs on this. It goes Prince Daddy, Pictures of Vernon, Mom Jeans, Prince Daddy, Pictures of Vernon, Mom Jeans. Thrashville 2/3 is a song that made me want to review this. It's incredible. Oh my gosh. Kississippi, Zoe Reynolds, lends her voice on this, and it is insane how good she is. She's like an indie rock, indie pop kind of singer, and she like starts screaming like out her emo heart on this, and it's amazing. The bridge, the call and response, her like the core, everything she does is so good. She matches Cornelius's energy great, and it's just like it's the best yelling that you'll ever hear. And you really should, if you can, go out of your way to listen to Thrashville 2/3 off of this record. It's like one of my favorite songs that I've ever heard, and those like the bridge that Zoe sings into like the second half of the song is like maybe the best music that I'll ever experience in my life, and I'm so glad that I have a copy of it on vinyl. Oh, it's beautiful. Give yourself do yourself a favor and give it a listen. So after that high praise, we'll slow things down a bit with Camp Games 1.1 by Pictures of Vernon. It's very laid back, and like it does kind of like get into that strained screaming that I love during the chorus, but it's okay. Like I said, they're probably like the weaker band on this EP, but it's fine. Again, there's a lot of focus on guitars on this one. There's a lot of focus on guitars in the entire record, but like previous songs before and like the songs next to it, it'll be about depression. Closing things off is Vape Nation 2.0. Now, I said we'd be returning to this, and that's because the closing track on this record is titled Vape Nation. Vape Nation is it's basically the same song, but it's called 2.0 for a reason, and that's because this is essentially on Best Buds, their debut album. It basically just sounds like a demo. What they did is they added extra instrumentation, they made it bigger, they made it louder. It's really cool that they did that. It's a bit longer as well. Lyrics are the exact same, and it's like a depressive emo breakup song. That's fine, but like they made it so much bigger, and it's like the band was really flexing their muscles, showing like we can do a lot more. Which more than just an acoustic guitar band, like an acoustic band, and singing about emo indie rock kind of thing. Like they're flexing their muscles here, and it made the original feel like a demo, which is really cool. But that's it for the split. It's a really, really fun, really cool, really nice EP, and it's a lovely little thing. Do yourself a favor, listen to both Prince Daddy tracks. I can't wait for Thrashville 3/3 if that ever comes out. But yeah, it's so good. It's so good. Just listen to it. For now, however, that's where I'm gonna call it for today. Thank you all for watching. I hope to see you tomorrow. And until then, later.